Before I sell off all these 4 figures, here's a quick look at all the 4 Bullseye figure that we've gotten so far by Toybiz and Hasbro. The first 2 are the Toybiz variants from the Galactus BAF wave. The first Hasbro version is from the Man-Thing BAF wave, and the second one is from the 3-pack. Looking across, all of them look similar, except for maybe this 3-pack version which has the blue torso. But other than that, in terms of appearance, there's just slight variation between them, and they follow closely to his comic appearance. First up, a quick look at these 2 Toybiz variants. They have the same exact body mold except for a different head sculpt and a slight difference in paintwork. One of them has the snarling face and the other is a more neutral face. And both the head sculpts really look good. The Bullseye logo on the forehead has circular sculpts, it's not just painted. And the overall paintwork on the face, like the eyes and the mouth, looks good. And for the paintwork itself, you can see this one is kind of slightly greyish and dirtier looking compared to the other one, which is more towards white. There is also an extra white paintwork over here compared to the other one, which doesn't have that. Here's a look at the back of the figure. And lastly, in terms of the overall paintwork, both of them are not entirely black. This one is kind of like slightly greyish, and for the other one, there is a slight tinge of blue. Both of them look almost black, but isn't black. So yeah, the figures are not totally black in color. And when you compare with this one, you can see that this is black, and these two are not really black. And now moving on to Hasbro Bullseye. Here are the 2 Hasbro Bullseye figures, and they come with a different set of accessories. The first version comes with a right trigger finger hand and a left gripping hand, a pointing hand, an unmasked head, a handgun, a knife, and a knife throwing hand. For the 3-pack Bullseye, it comes with the same knife throwing hand and knife, the same unmasked head, the same pointing left hand, but it comes with a pair of gripping hands and a pair of fists, which the other figure doesn't have. The knife throwing hands are the same. The left pointing hands are also the same. The knives have the same sculpt, but for the 3-pack, it is just totally black. The Man-Thing version is better, having the blade in silver. Here's the handgun for the Man-Thing Bullseye, which fits into the holster, and the knife goes into the sheath at the back of the belt. And the reason why the 3-pack Bullseye has 2 gripping hands is because it doesn't come with a handgun at all, so it doesn't have the trigger finger hand. Which means there's no point in having the holster, unless you use a gun from another figure. And lastly, for the head, they have the same exact head sculpt, but the paintwork makes all the difference. The eyes are painted better on the new one, and also the lips are painted. And that definitely makes the figure looks better, unlike the previous one where the lips are not painted. And accessories aside, the obvious difference in paintwork is that this is kind of very dark blue or dark grey compared to this one, which is black with blue at the torso, just like how he appeared in the Running with the Devil storyline. The strips of black on the boots and on the forearms are thinner and more. Same goes for the one around the neck, thinner and more than the other figure. And these 2 figures are actually on a very slightly different body mold. If I'm not mistaken, this is the original Sunfire body mold. It doesn't have the hole at the back. And the difference between these 2 figures, besides having the hole, is that look at the amount of split the figure can do. This one can barely open up to do a split, but the one with the hole at the back is able to do almost a straight split. I didn't raise up the other side because the holster is like restraining the movement. So yeah, this is the only difference in articulation in terms of these 2 body molds. And lastly, here is how the figure will look like if you were to put the Toybiz head on it. This is an extra Toybiz head that I have, and this is how the figure will look like. The color actually blends in and the figure looks great. And here's how the Hasbro body with Toybiz head lines up with the other figures. I think it's kind of like the best of both worlds. And here's how the figure looks like with the alternate head. Out of these 4, I think my go-to Bullseye figure would be the Man-Thing version because it doesn't have the blue torso and it has the extra accessories. The Toybiz versions are also decent, but it doesn't have any accessory at all. But accessories aside, by no means are the Toybiz versions bad or anything. It's actually one of the Toybiz figures that holds up until now. Thanks for watching this quick review. Do subscribe and check out my other reviews at my channel.